was a lot of fun, really. Fuck. God damn it.
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Reject Filmz. Here with a review of Chopping Mall from Vestron Video from Lionsgate. I'm going to start reviewing this whole line from the Lionsgate that they put out for this Vestron series, and just going to go down the line, starting with number 1, being Chopping Mall, and also known as Killbots here in the U.S. and Supermarket Horror in Italy, and a couple other names in other countries. But yeah, really looking forward to checking this out. I've heard really good things about this movie, and I hear it's just a lot of fun, cheesy, everything you would want in an 80s horror flick, you know. And I haven't done an unboxing video type, menu screen video for this or anything. I didn't start doing those until I think The Gate, and I did one for Lair of the White Worm and Parents when it came out. So I'll go ahead and go over some of the special features here with you guys that are on here. You have audio commentaries on here with the director and writer and the main actress and co-writer and second unit director, some historians and stuff like that. Yep. And director, co-writer Jim Wynorski, and co-writer, second unit director Steve Mitchell. And featurettes, you have Back to the Mall, Chopping Mall, The Killbots, Scoring Chopping Mall, The Robot Speaks, The Lost Scene, Army of One, Chopping Mall, Creating the Killbots. So quite a few special features on here. Not big on the audio commentaries myself, but I know a lot of people are. This is in the 1.85 aspect ratio, an original mono audio, and runs 76 minutes from 1986. So yeah, like I say, definitely look forward to checking this out along with those features. And I'll be back with my thoughts on this as soon as I'm done watching it.
What's that? Robot blood. Shopping mall, where shopping costs you an arm and a leg.
Alright guys, so just finished Chopping Mall here on Blu-ray from the Vestron video line from Lionsgate, and yeah, that movie was really a lot of fun. I had a good time with it, and I see why it holds up today and still has a lot of people that enjoy watching this film and everything. And it's cheesy, over the top, you know, and everything like that that you would expect from a movie like this from the 80s. So I wasn't disappointed whatsoever in it at all. Sorry, I'm a little tired. It was a short movie, but I watched one of the features on here, the Back to the Mall, and it's just getting kind of late. So yeah, I like most about this movie is, I'll talk about the positives first, is it doesn't take hardly any time to get to the action and stuff in this movie. It takes like maybe 15-20 minutes tops to stuff start really happening, which for being a short movie, I'm glad it didn't take long to get to the climatic scenes and everything. So you're not going to sit there for half hour, 45 minutes just waiting on character development, which, there's nothing wrong with that either if it's done right. But I'm glad this one didn't focus on the characters a whole lot, because the acting was pretty bad. I didn't realize Barbara Crampton was in this, from Re-Animator and You're Next and all that kind of stuff. She was real big in movies back in this time as well. But her character was like the most annoying character in this film. When she's yelling, it's just like, oh my god, will you just kill her already? I can't stand it. But and then you had one of the guys in here, I can't remember which one, but was in a couple of the Friday the 13th and stuff like that, and so you had some familiar faces in here for sure, but yeah, another positive is which me and my wife both agreed on. She actually watched this one with me. Was you can actually tell that the people are like running, for their lives and everything, and they're not just your typical horror, runs with I'm gonna trip and fall and all that type of shit. It's you really feel like they're in peril or whatever, and I like the fact that they fight back in this movie. So if you haven't seen this movie, I'm not going to give away too many spoilers on it. Just give you a quick rundown. They designed these 3 robots to protect this mall and everything, and something happens towards the beginning of the movie. Storm comes in, lightning strikes the control center for these robots, and turns them evil, and they start thinking for themselves pretty much, and they're really smart, and they know exactly how to go about tracking people and killing them and everything like that. And then after they take a few people out, the group that's in the mall that decided to have a party after everybody left and everything, they decide to go after these robots as opposed to just running and hiding and everything, which was really cool. A lot of times people don't do that in film. They just want to run away and save their own ass and everything, but they, for the most part, stick together and try to defeat these things and try to come up with different traps and everything like that to get rid of them. So I really liked that aspect of it, and they so yeah, they fight back and everything, and they still start getting took out one by one. I'm not gonna say who dies and everything, but and then you have your typical happy ending there as well, and there's no setup for a sequel or anything like that. It went in wanting to be its own movie and left with being just its own movie and not trying to be a franchise or anything like that, which I'm sure they could have made other films in this and turned into a franchise. But yeah, so the negatives, like I said, Barbara Crampton's role, man, her screaming was getting on my nerves, and her what's his name in here? The character of Rick, I think his name is, chewing the gum non-stop, loud as shit. Just, man, drove me insane. And I'm watching that special feature, though. You see, that's what he was going for. He wanted the audience to want to kick his ass or something. So he was going for that kind of asshole, annoying role, and he definitely accomplished that. That's for sure. But and the special effects really weren't that bad. I mean, it had the cheesy 80s, when they were shooting out the lasers and everything out of the robots. But you had the one good kill scene in here, which isn't spoiling anything because it's in the trailer and all that stuff, and it's what it's most known for is when the head explosion. I can't remember her name. I was taking notes for whatever reason, but like I say, I'm not going to spoil everything, so I'm not going to talk about all the death scenes or anything, but that scene was really cool, and definitely the one that stood out the most. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's just a really fun, popcorn movie, and I don't know if it's really horror, to be honest. It's more like an action suspense. But, because I didn't see anything in here that would have been, scary or nothing. But, yeah, definitely worth a watch. I mean, they talk about in that one feature that I watched that, going through the name changes, like I'd mentioned in the beginning there, that, you know, being called Killbots and things like that, and it was originally called Robot, and you know, they did like the testings with the names and everything, and you know, Chopping Mall, just, you know, and with the tagline there, where shopping costs you an arm and a leg, you know, just kind of flowed out better than you know, the Killbots and all that kind of stuff. So that's the reason they didn't really go with that. So yeah, and I guess from like the main, when the real climatic scenes start, all that from there on was filmed in like one night at this mall, which is just insane because it was a lot of stunt work and everything. And there's fire scenes and jumping scenes from place to place and all that kind of stuff. So to get all that in one night, it sounds like everything went like really smooth for him during the making of this film, and you know, they must not have had to do too many takes on anything. And you do have a good, you know, strong female characters in this movie as well, which was kind of not too common back then. But and then the main chick in here, I forget her name, but the one in that photo there is from Night of the Comet as well, and a bunch of other movies around that time. So, which I still haven't watched Night of the Comet, so I've seen bits and pieces, but I haven't sat down and watched the whole thing. So yeah, audio video quality on this was fantastic. I mean, you didn't have any grain in it, which I kind of like when they keep some of the grain in these new transfers. You know, it brings us that like nostalgia to it, but it was a nice, clean, sharp image, and the sound was really good, and they did keep in, like, which I don't even know if there's a way to remove them. I'm sure there is, but you did see some of the cigarette burns, the little circles, you know, in the film, which was a nice touch to keep that in there, so you did have that nostalgic part of the film. So I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm really tired. So yeah, so that's my review for Chopping Mall, guys. I definitely recommend picking this one up. And I know Best Buy just had a sale where this was like 15 or 17 bucks or something. So if you can get it for that price, definitely get it. But yeah, so look forward to checking out the rest of these Vestron series. I mean, the only ones I know of for sure that I've seen is the latest ones on the Wishmaster set, and a couple others seem familiar, but I really have no memory of them. You know, the titles sound familiar, and I want to say that I'd seen them years ago, but so we will move on to number 2 for the next review in this series, which is what, Blood Diner, right? I do believe. I could be wrong, but I believe so. And yeah, let me know, guys, what you think of this movie. And if you guys have this release, you know, let me know what you think of this release as well. And I'm gonna go watch the rest of the special features and fall asleep during the process. Trying to get my money's worth, because these weren't cheap when they came out, you know. So yeah, let me know if there's anything else you guys want me to cover in upcoming reviews of this. I mean, do you guys want spoilers and I talk about each kill scene or anything like that? Like I say, I mean, these are older movies, so I'm sure a lot of people have seen them, but I don't want to give anything away for those who haven't. So, you know, let me know. And you know, I don't mind doing either one. I like talking about people getting blown up and set on fire and all that kind of stuff. So, whichever. Yeah. So, thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.